Hi, what up, YouTube? This is No Cap, No Filter. I'm your host, Marley G, back at y'all with another episode of Running With You. And today I'm going to run it with y'all about consistency and while I feel like it is the major key to, any type of success. Um, we know a lot of people that start things and don't finish them, do a project, never see it through. Uh, people that's talented, people that like to try different things and try to find themselves, and even ourselves. You may have once had this problem too. Well, you'll do something but don't see it through. And make every excuse in the book to why you didn't see it through. But if you really wanted to and really strived at it, you can have locked in and seen it through. And who knows what type of success or progression you will have. My brother, was doing a little garden in my mom's backyard, and eventually, he stopped, and she kind of felt like he was going to stop because he just one of those people who, start something but don't never just see it through, don't never just see it attached through. And I know a lot of people like that. I myself, I've started things that I didn't see it through, and sometimes you could always wonder, had you been progressing, what could have been. Now, never know, that garden could be full-fledged, full of fruit and veggie because you poured into it. You took time chipping away at it every day. You planted the seed in the soil, and eventually things gonna grow and it could blossom into to become something. And that's just life in general. Whatever you pour into, you'll see results, even if it's steady eddy, or just slow, just chipping away. You will see results. If you not a gym rat and you want to go ahead on and work on your body and scalp your body, you ain't got to just be a gym rat and hit it hard 2 hours a day. You go ahead on and do it 30 minutes a day, and eventually you will see results. Eventually, those 30 minutes will start to become habit to you, and then you'll start doing 45 minutes. Eventually, those 45 minutes are turned into an hour. Eventually, those 20 weights will go up to 25. Those 30 weights will go up to 35, and so on and so forth. And you will see consistency. I always say, you know, losing your consistency in something is the number one killer of any type of results. And I always used an example of YouTube. Like, if you want to do a YouTube, anybody could be successful at doing YouTube. The main key is consistency. And the main reason why people don't blow up on YouTube or have a successful channel to their liking is because they wasn't consistent enough. You have to be on here every day recording content. You have to be up getting better with crafting your content. You have to be here, you know, uh working on yourself and just, trying to advance to the next level. No matter what you creating content on, somebody will be interested. I don't care if you got an ant farm, and day by day you updating people what's going on with your ant farm, what type of food are you feeding them, what type of terrain you got them in your ant farm. You start naming certain ants, you start realizing different behaviors. It's going to be a lot of people in the world going to want to follow you in your ant farm journey. I don't care what it is. People going to want to see what happens next. A lot of people around here be living through other people, and they kind of, you know they feel connected. This internet platform is a way for a lot of people to feel connected to people. So even if you have an ant farm, something that a lot of people might deem as weird, or something that people will say, oh, nobody will be interested in that, it's 1,000 people in this world somewhere that will, as long as you stay consistent. you know Everything falls on consistency. And if you don't, you know do it consistently day by day, you will never develop an audience. You can't do something one day and then do it 2 weeks later and just expect results, or expect an audience, or expect a following. You got to be consistency to let people know you got a movement started. You got to be consistent to let people know you are working on something. And I said something earlier. I said, I was talking to my friend, and we was talking about the garden with my brother, and I was like, yeah, he was asking me how the garden going. I'm like, well, you could hit him up and ask him yourself. Being that it's coming from you and you asking him how it's going, that'll be all the a little reach out like that from certain people be all the encouragement somebody need to keep going. So if you know somebody and you see them kind of doing their thing, reach out to them and tell them, keep doing your thing. Or if you seen them working on something, ask them, hey, how that's been going? And that might be that little interaction that's going to encourage them to be like, well, you know what? If he wondering how this is going, I wonder how many other people wondering how is this project that people kind of know me for is going. No matter what you're doing, if you getting into painting, you like painting, you've been posting painting on your Instagram, everybody seeing your progress, but you ain't been posting about it in maybe 3 weeks. If one person just reach out and ask you, hey, how the painting been going? That might encourage you to get back into it, even though you might have been in a funk lately. That one person that's going to reach out to you, make you think like, okay, well, how many other people will be thinking the same thing? How's my painting going? Let me go ahead on and get back into it. You feel me? So I say that to say, reach out to somebody today. Tell them, I see the work you're doing. Keep going. Or reach out to them and say, hey, you still messing with that one little thing you was doing? You was kind of dope. I was looking forward to see more content. Or if they don't want to post content and things are still looking on the up and up, just reach out. They might be able to show you something privately, or they might could just tell you, hey, yeah, is everything going well? And they might be like, hey, I ain't even been messing with it lately, but I appreciate you calling. I'm gonna go ahead on and start getting into it, tomorrow. Now that you said that, because it gave me all the confidence I needed, or the encouragement that I needed. So all I want to say is, man, if you have an idea and you want to do it, go ahead on and do it. But when you do it, just make sure you be consistent with it. Because the only thing that's could kill a dream is lack of consistency. The only thing that can kill any type of results that you want is the lack of consistency. So go ahead on and be consistent, man. That's all I gotta say, man. Hope this helped somebody out there who could hear these words of encouragement, and whatever you got going on in your life, you just know, okay, let me get the ball back rolling again. But this time around, I'm gonna make sure I lock in, I focus. I'm about to just do this for 3 months, and 3 months from now, I'm gonna look back and be proud. Because when you gave up on it, just imagine if you didn't give up on it three months prior from giving up on it. Just imagine if you would have just locked in for 3 months. Whatever results you're looking for, it could possibly be life-changing. Now, of course, certain projects that you're gonna be working on are gonna take more than 3 months, but those 3 months could be the kickstart to what you need to be doing for the next 6 months, the next year, if you want to lock in whatever you're trying to prepare for. But hopefully just get into somebody that need these words of encouragement today. And that's all I got to say. If you want me to speak on something, go ahead on and hit up the email, nocapnofilter7@gmail.com. If you want me to react to anything, hit up the email, nocapnofilter7@gmail.com. Until next time, I'm out.